Well, hello my friends, it's Bob and I'm back again with another video. Today is a momentous occasion, 365 days that I've hit my move ring on the Apple Watch Series 5. I'm going to tell you all about it and how you can make sure that you hit all of your activity rings for 1 year straight. Stay tuned. Well, if this is the first time you and I have met on this channel, welcome. I went from this guy over here to that guy over there by kicking my own butt, and I can kick yours. Link to get started in the description below. Now, I gotta say that, over the past year, I've been really focused on my fitness. Not only because of the terrible things that have been happening in 2020, but also because of all of the different motivation I've had within. And I want you to have the same motivation, because today, my friend, what I want you to do is get fired up about the fact that the fitness part of the Apple Watch is freaking off the hook. So last night, I'm sitting there and I pull up my activity app on my iPhone. And all of a sudden I notice, well, wait a second. Longest move streak. This thing right here. The famed longest move streak, which means you have not missed a day of hitting your move ring in a row. Well, it was at 364 days. That only meant one thing, my friend. Today, yes, today, is the day that I hit 365 freaking days, 1 whole year of hitting this move ring. And I want to tell you all about it. I want to tell you how I got there, and I also want to tell you how you can do it as well. Now, if you don't have an Apple Watch, right here it is. This is the Series 5, the latest and greatest. And oh, by the way, next month is September 2020. I know it's the year 2020, and that's a mess, but typically, Apple in September comes out with their latest product launches, and I'm hoping for a very cool upgrade to the Apple Watch, and maybe it'll be called Series 6, right? So that's something to get excited about. So years ago, I used a Fitbit as my fitness tracker, and a little bit of a Polar watch way before that. But came the year 2017, and I decided to upgrade to an Apple Watch Series 3. That's what was hot and sexy at the time, so I hopped over to Amazon.com, purchased my Apple Watch, and of course, thanks to Prime, within like 5 seconds, it was at my door. And honestly, guys, I fell in love with it. Now, a lot of people, the Apple Watch is like all-inclusive. All your text messages, everything like that comes to the Apple Watch. You can actually make phone calls on the Apple Watch. There is a lot of functionality, but I want to really drive home the point that the fitness part of the Apple Watch is on point. What it does is it gives you that thing called flow. What they call flow is in the gaming world. If you play video games, if you're into Nintendo and things like that, those games that get you hooked, attracted, and you don't want to put it down because you want to constantly beat that high score, that last record that you did, or a record that somebody else did, and it keeps you engaged so you can keep pushing the envelope. Well, Apple Watch does that. Thanks to the move ring, the exercise ring, and the stand ring, it gives you that fired up approach to say, well, I got to do better. I want to keep pushing forward. I got to close those rings. And when you don't, it's kind of like, dang it. And if you get truly fired up about it, and if you're into fitness like I am, it's going to get you really, really fired up. And I'll tell you what, thanks to the Apple Watch, of course, I've been standing a lot more than I used to, but I'm also committed to making sure I hit that move ring every single day. Here's how I did it. So obviously last year, around August 2019, I must have started to stay committed to my move ring. My move ring has been set anywhere from like the early days of like 500 move calories, which is active calories. That's 500 active calories, meaning you're up and walking around, you're running, you're doing an exercise workout, something like that. It's gone everywhere from 500 all the way up to, I think my peak was 1,200 active calories was my move ring goal. Nowadays, and I would say probably for the last 365 days, my move ring has been set to a 700 active calorie goal. So that kind of works well for me because there are those days, especially in my workout regimen, where I do the stretch workout, and that doesn't obviously burn a ton of calories. And there are days that, I just kind of want to lounge around. Give me a break, guys. Sometimes I just like to sit on the couch and binge some Netflix. But that seems to be that perfect style for me. And because of that, and because of staying committed, I've been able to reach the 365-day milestone. Yes, for sure, there are those days that I'm blowing up and I'm hitting the 200% over my move ring goal, 1,400, 1,800, even 2,000 active calories in a single day. And then on top of that, over on the activity app, you can see all of these different challenges and awards, and it's kind of like one of those things you want to keep the awards going. You know, every 7 days you get awarded with perfect week of move, perfect week of stand, perfect week of exercise, and perfect all week activity. And right around the time that I beat a previous move ring streak record, I started noticing my favorite award that you get every single day, which is my boy, I call him the number 8. He is the Move Ring Streak Award, and I love getting that thing every day. So I've been super committed about trying to stay focused on getting that. And I know it's all kind of silly because you're just sitting there chasing this weird game, essentially, to make sure you're hitting a move ring every day. And the byproduct of that, guys, is if you get fired up and focused on something like that, something as simple as an Apple Watch and closing your bloody move rings, you're gonna start realizing that you're like working out more and you're exercising more. Maybe you're standing more than you used to, and the byproduct of that is you're losing weight, getting fit, and living your ultimate sweet life. And guys, that's what this channel is all about. Oh, by the way, if you're not part of this channel and this sweet life community, hit that subscribe button right now. And if you're enjoying this video so far, let's pause for a second and crush the heck out of that like button. Really appreciate the likes, and I appreciate the comments, so keep them coming, guys. But anyway, regardless of all that, I want you to get fired up about the fact that you can do this. Very simple stuff, guys. What I do every day is I pop in my workout program. I'm doing something called the Hurricane Doubles, which is the Beachbody programs of P90X, Insanity Max 30, and Body Beast. Link in the description below if you want to start something like that. So I have a smart TV in the back here. I load up the Beachbody On Demand app, and every day I work out with my Apple Watch Series 5. On the days that I may miss a workout or a day that I'm not feeling well or something like that, I try to find ways to ensure that I'm moving and staying active. And that could be just taking a brief walk around the neighborhood. That could mean maybe just doing some cleaning in the house, because y'all know my house needs some cleaning. And things like that. Hey, even mowing my yard. When I mow my yard, I burn some serious calories, especially in this bloody Florida heat. It's so hot and my body's pumping it out. Go to places that will ultimately get you moving your move ring. But I'm gonna share with you a few hacks as well. Here's some things that you can do to really make sure that you're maximizing your move ring. The very first thing is make sure that this watch right here, your Series 5 or whatever series you have of your Apple Watch, is on that dominant hand. I think that's very important because your dominant hand is the one that you're going to, and by the way, yes, I'm a lefty, thumbs up for those lefties, you guys rock. But I have it on my left hand and that is my dominant hand. But when you're doing things like walking around, let me say I'm walking around, I got my water here as an example, and I'm holding it, and look, I'm swinging this arm as I'm walking, this arm's kind of staying put. Now Apple has an incredible accelerometer in the watch that will pick up your walking and your activity, but I find that if I hold it with my right hand, even though it's non-dominant, and I'm using this for my power, I get some bonus move. Every week, every single week, you're gonna get this little pop-up. Oh yeah, that's what it does, it taps you. The Apple Watch is great about tapping you, and you're gonna look at it like, what the hell do you want? And guess what it's gonna tell you? It's gonna say, hey, here's your weekly summary. My friend, you did about this many calories for real. And then it's gonna say, we suggest you either up your move ring goal or lower your move ring goal based on the averages that you have throughout the week. So that's another way to get very much fired up. There are times, and yes, it does it to me today, even with my 700 active calorie move ring goal, if I have a week of solid, crazy moves, let's say every day I'm hitting 1,200 active calories a day, oh yes, it's tapping me at the end of the week saying, hey, up your move ring goal. So that's what you kind of got to do until you find your sweet spot where you can find the maximum ability to hit your move ring every day. So if this thing's sitting here and suggesting, hey, you need to hit 1,200 active calories a day, but you know there are days that you're not going to hit 1,200 active calories, set it to a more easier thing to do. Now, that doesn't mean cheat. I'm going to call you guys out that say, oh, I'm going to set my move ring to 100 calories a day. That's not helping you out. That's not getting you to the next level. Get something that's that sweet spot in between lazy and kind of absurd. Find that sweet spot and use that as your move ring goal each and every day. But if you're sitting here and you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I don't have an Apple Watch and I always kind of wanted one, and you're into fitness and you're even into gaming, well, here's a chance that you can get your Apple Watch, you get your fitness, you get that gaming that I was talking about of wanting to constantly beat your move ring, and the next thing you know, you're living your sweet life. you can get an Apple Watch Series 5 from Amazon, of course, as always, with the Prime Fast Delivery, or you can get the Series 3, and right now the Series 3 is on an incredible deal. Because the 5 is out, the 3 is a lot less. I want to say it's like around like I don't know, $150 to $200. Links down below in the description. See which one's right for you and compare it to this grand momentum of 365 days of hitting my move ring. I want to pass my motivation on to you, and I want you to take massive action and start getting your sweet life that you deserve. That's it for today, guys. If you have questions, comment below. Otherwise, as I mentioned earlier, subscribe to become part of the Sweet Life family. Give this video a like. Most importantly, continue to live your sweet life. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time.